hypertension affects 50 million people or more in the United States. One of the risk factors for hypertension is an elevated intake of sodium. We get much of our sodium in our diets from table salt, but we also get a lot of sodium from processed foods, canned foods, etc. Therefore, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has released new dietary guidelines for sodium. And those dietary guidelines recommend that Americans consume no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium. However, for those Americans who are at risk for hypertension, the recommendation is even lower, down to 1,500 milligrams of sodium a day. Now, sodium intake can increase our risk for hypertension, but it can also increase risk for stroke. And this is because uncontrolled hypertension is the #1 risk factor for stroke. Stroke is the third leading cause of death in the United States. We have a diet that has been shown to reduce our risk for hypertension. Hypertension is referred to as the silent killer because we don't experience clinical symptoms for hypertension. So it is very important that we follow a diet plan that will reduce our sodium intake. The DASH diet plan is one such diet plan. It is a total diet plan for the whole family. It is based on increasing our intake of plant-based foods, reducing our intake of salt, reducing our intake of saturated fat and total fat, and reducing our intake of meat, especially red meats. Therefore, the DASH diet plan is a wholesome plan for us to follow. Now, we're going to present to you several recipes that have low salt content. So I hope you will enjoy them.